All right, let's look at example 3. I see a squared equals 24 minus 5a. Is that in standard form? No, it's not, because it needs to look like this. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So I need to move everything over here with the a squared. First, let's move the minus 5a. How do we move the minus 5a? Good, it's just like what we did over here. We're going to go plus 5a. Now, that's a squared. This is just a. Since this has a 2 with an a and this just has a 1, you cannot combine them. You just got to write it sideways. So a squared plus 5a equals 24. We're almost done. Now we just have to move this 24 over there. How to move a positive 24? Hope you said subtract. We will subtract it on this side. So that cancels and it gives me 0, which is what we want. And regular number, and these both have letters, so we just got to write it sideways. A squared plus 5a minus 24. Now that it's in standard form, I can go ahead and work with it. So this has a 1. There's no GCF. I'm going to go ahead and use my X method. So 1 times negative 24 is negative 24. Our bottom value is b, which is 5. So let's factor out negative 24, see which one comes out to 5. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8. I'm running out of room, so I'm just going to write it right here, and 4 times 6. Those are the only factors. Now, since it comes out to a negative 24, I know one of my values will be negative. But since this number is positive, it's going to be the smaller value. So let's change the smaller value, each one to be negative. Negative 1 and negative 24 is 23. That's too much. Negative 2 and 12 is 10. A little bit too much. Negative 3 and 8 is 5. That looks right, but I just want to test this one. Negative 4 and 6 is 2. So it is these values. Put negative 3 here. Let's put positive 8 here. Put them both under our a value, which in this case is 1. Bottom number gets a letter, and then we have our factors. So our factors here are a minus 3 and a plus 8. Now, all we have to do is set them equal to 0 and figure out what the value is. So a minus 3 equals 0. How do I get rid of that minus 3? Good, plus 3. So we get a equals 3. Now, the other one, we've got a plus 8. Set that equal to 0. How to get rid of plus 8? Minus 8. Those cancel. We get a is equal to, that'll be negative 8. So those are two solutions right there. We've got just 3 more to do. All right. Let's look at number 4. Is that in standard form? No, it's not. I need to move this 3x squared to the left. So I'm going to add 3x squared. Now, when I add it here, there's no more x squareds, so it just goes by itself. So 3x squared. Then let's put in the 19x, so minus 19x. And then let's put plus of 6 at the end, plus 6. Now, once we have it in standard form, we can start to factor it. I have a starting number of 3, so look for the GCF. We'll try the GCF of 3 and 19 first. 3 does not go into 19. We end up getting a GCF of 1. So I cannot divide anything out. Go into your X method. 3 times 6 is 18. Our bottom value b is negative 19. So we need to find the factors of 19 that add up to, or sorry, the factors of 18 that add up to negative 19. Apologize for writing that backwards. So there's 1 times 18, 2 times 9, and 3 times 6. Those are the only factors. Now, they need to multiply together to get a positive, add together to get a negative. The only way is if they're both negative. So I'm going to change them all to both negative. This comes out to negative 19, negative 11, negative 9. This is what we needed because we needed negative 19. So I've got negative 1 here, negative 18 here. Put them both over a value, which this time is 3. This one will not reduce. This fraction does reduce. That'll be divide 3 out of both. So negative 6 over 1. Our bottom number gets a letter. So put the x on the bottom and then write out your factors. First factor, 3x minus 1. Next factor, 1x minus 6. Now for our solutions, just set them both equal to 0. So we'll do 3x minus 1 equals 0. We'll do this one first. First, we got to get our numbers away from x. So add 1, add 1. We get 3x equals 1. Divide by 3. X equals 1/3. There's our first solution. Now, on this one, x minus 6 equals 0. We got to get that 6 away from x. So add 6. We get x is equal to 6. I'm going to stop the video here. We only have 2 more examples.